right, Michael, so today we're extending on the different assessments I've done on your flexibility and your posture, and we've recognised that there's no major problems, so I haven't had to refer you to a medical professional, so we've recognised that it's in my own criteria of work, so that's fantastic. And I wanted to do an extra test on you today, and this is a dynamic posture test, and the first one we're doing is with an overhead squat, and I'm just going to be watching your body, how it does the movement, to see if there's any tightness or any issues that we need to recognise in our programming. So when we do our overhead squat, we're going to hold this bar up above our head, making sure that our elbows are at head height and our elbows stay up high. And we're doing our squat, so shoulder width apart with your feet, and make sure your knees and toes have integrity, so they're going to follow over each other. And it's just like we're sitting down on a chair, so pushing our bottoms out and then pushing up, keeping that bar above your head. Nice shoulder, your back should stay relatively straight and your shoulders high and your abs tight. Alright, so come on over here into squatting position. Hold the bar up over your head. Alright, Michael, so I'm just going to be writing some notes. Okay, so keep it up a little bit higher so your elbows are up. There we go. So coming down into that squat position for me. Very good. Keep those heels down. Excellent. In a nice low squat. Fantastic. So what I'm writing some notes about here is to see that your feet maintain neutral angle throughout the movement. And what I'm seeing is your heels are actually starting to be pushed up off the ground, and it's just demonstrating to me that you do have tight hamstrings and lower back, which we've discussed in the other test. So we've just got to make sure that in our programming we do a lot of work on stretching out those body parts. Fantastic. Those knees maintain alignment. Very good. Yep. Okay, that looks great. And making sure your femur is parallel with the ground at deepest part of squat movement. See, I've just got to write notes because it does struggle a little bit down, and that's just the tight hamstrings. Excellent. I'll write some notes. Neutral thoracic curve is maintained. And that's excellent. Your back's maintaining that very well. Torso is parallel with lower leg. Yep. Okay, that looks great as well. Upper arm maintains position during movement, and the humerus remains in position beside the ear. Elbow extension is maintained. And that's fantastic. So your upper body is looking great in that movement. Alright, so I've got some great notes here. And the main thing, Michael, that I've just noted here for my programming is we just noticed that a few of those issues that we've already talked about, the flexibility of your hamstrings, and also just the tightness in that lower back. So we'll do some work on that when we do our programming. I just need you to do one more movement, and that I'm going to have a look at a push-up. So I'd like you to do a stability push-up so I can write a few notes and see how we go with your posture and your flexibility in that movement. So I'll just quickly demonstrate the push-up for you. Alright, so when we do our push-up, our scapula must remain flat on the thoracic cage, so no whinging or retraction of scapula. Okay, so if you watch me, my hands are underneath my shoulder, and we're coming down, and my scapula remains flat on the thoracic cage. Shoulders remain neutral, and neutral spine position is maintained throughout the position. So if you can see, my spine and back is actually staying in the same position while I go up and down. So the body works as one. So it goes up and down as one. Those abs are in, nice and tight, and make sure that head stays in a neutral position. So if you can do some of them for me, I will just have a look at your positioning. Alright, so off we go. Well done. I'm just going to touch your back now just to feel that scapula. Okay, excellent. That position looks great. That movement's fantastic. Yep, your scapula is remaining flat on the thoracic cage. Shoulders are remaining neutral. This is looking good. Neutral spine position is being maintained. Neutral pelvis position. And that neutral head position. Very good. Just with your head position, I've noticed that it's a little bit far forward. So that might just tell us that there's a little bit of tightness there in your neck area that we're going to just become aware of when we do our program. All right, Michael, thank you so much. Are there any questions?
No.
Yeah, you feel like I've explained it enough?
Yep.
So the main thing that we've got from it is we're just going to be aware. It's showed us that there's no major concerns, that you need to be referred to an allied fitness professional, a medical professional. But the couple of things we're going to be looking at when we program is we're going to have a little, make sure that in our programming we recognise that tension in the lower back and those tight hamstrings. And also we're just going to keep an eye on that back, that upper back and neck position, and make sure that it's a nice strong area so that you can maintain the right position during those exercises, just to reduce any chance of injury.
Cool.
All right, Michael, you did great today. Thank you.